Welcome to Emergency News Broadcast with Mike Martins. All right. Hope everyone's having a good night. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing this transmission. So I got a story that I want to tie to Saturday's Mike of the Night. We covered something that was kind of somewhat important. Now things are starting to evolve. And we're going to go off of our Trudeau visit Trump makes no sense at all, fentanyl suspicious. Videos right here. It's a clip from Mike in the Night when we went live. And previously on Mike in the Night, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, aka Trinica, made a commitment to work with the United States to end the flow of fentanyl. Okay, but the problem is Canada's on the hook for the fentanyl crisis, right? So let me just double check while I'm live with you guys. Just so you guys know I'm not making this stuff up, let me open here. Yeah, we covered this 5 years ago. So, money laundered by CPP Chinese destroying housing affordability via fentanyl 5 years, 10 months ago. Canadian cities are highly along the most desirable in the world, but most unaffordable. Vancouver took the top spot for unaffordability in 2017. Vancouver's dying. CPP fentanyl is killing our youth. Very serious issues on the street. The Great American Buyout. CPP fentanyl housing crisis in America. Food energy. 6 years ago we talked about this in America too. Chinese gangs laundering fentanyl money in real estate via banks, destroying Western society. 7 years ago. So the whole point of that is to tie in today's story because there's this whole fentanyl thing that's going on. It's kind of strange because Canada spearheads this fentanyl that comes in from China, and the Chinese factories in Mexico that bring it into the United States. It's really, really strange how they would key point or marker that discussion piece. Now let's get into some meat and potatoes here. Now this is what I wanted to make this video about. Trump suggests Canada become 51st state after Trudeau said tariff would kill economy. Sources. Trudeau made hastily arranged a visit to Mar-a-Lago last Friday after Trump threatened Canada with tariffs. Of course he's going to interrupt. And we've been warning Americans for years now that your greatest security threat is Canada. And we got videos on that too. We've been saying for the last 10 years, wake up America, your biggest security threat is Canada, not Iraq, Canada. And Trump humiliates Trudeau with citing response at Mar-a-Lago dinner. So President Donald Trump floated to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Friday, maybe Canada should become the 51st state. Now, this is very, very interesting because we've been saying this for years now. Oh, how we long an American takeover. So, Trudeau made a surprise trip to Palm Beach, Florida on Friday after Trump threatened last Monday to impose 25% tariffs on Canada, blaming U.S.'s northern neighbor for some illegal immigration that has flowed in. Now, we covered that illegal immigration over the years now, and the illegal immigration is predominantly foreign countries coming into Canada and using Canada as a stepping stone to get into the United States. This is old news. We've been covering on this. We were covering this in 2015. This is old news. Now, it gets interesting, and here's another headline here. Canada can become. Are they going to sell me something on this website? Okay, the website's gone. Okay, so we're going to go over to that. New York Post wants me to buy. They need our help because no one's funding them. Trump reportedly Justin Trudeau, the same thing. There it is. Canada can become the 51st state if it can't handle tariff, Trump tells Trudeau. Now, this is something we've been saying here. The Great Canadian Takeover, China operating police stations in Canada, America take us over. Why America is reopening and Canada ain't, America take us over, now free us. I mean, you go back years ago, 7 years. Trends in the housing market, massive economic takeover, America take us over, free us. It's been something we've been saying on the channel. We're being taxed to death. They're destroying us. They're ruining everything. Canada no longer has had an identity for years. Now, I want to get frank with you guys. I'm going to get really frank with you guys. I lived in both countries. I lived in the United States and I lived in Canada. And the freest I've ever felt and the safest I've ever felt was actually in the United States. oh, this and shootings, this. Nah, 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 nah. That's all. No, 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 no. I've been in the roughest parts of Miami, the roughest parts of Fort Lauderdale, roughest parts of New York. I've been in the most dangerous parts of Detroit. I've been all over America, okay? I spent a lot of time in the United States, and I've traveled through, and I've lived there. Now, let me tell you guys something, okay? The most unsafest I've ever felt in my life in Canada was when I moved to Vancouver from Florida. I tried to get citizenship in the United States and they declined me. After I did all the paperwork and I made sure I had money in the bank, there is a video up on our channel how I failed to become an American citizen. And I talked about all the stuff I had to do and all the paperwork I had to get done, making sure I wasn't stealing an American's job, the whole 9 yards. And when I moved to Vancouver, I felt so unsafe to go outside that I don't know what to think. Well, I'm in Canada. It should be safer. It was worse. Very safe, dreary, dark. Just people getting away with murder basically in Canada. And that's what's happening. Our housing market is completely crushed. Our cost of living is completely destroyed, all from Chinese money laundering. And here is the take, guys, on this whole Canada, Trudeau, Trump thing. And this is what I believe, folks, is going on with this. I think Trudeau's protecting China's interests. Yeah, I said it. You don't have to look and speak Chinese to be Chinese. All you have to do is just take their bribes. And I have a feeling that Trudeau is protecting China's interests in Canada. We're looking at about $800 billion of laundered money through our Canadian real estate. And we're looking at about $440 billion of farmland that China owns. And then our mines, in the trillions of dollars, China owns a majority of our mines with no Canadian hires. I think Trudeau went down to Mar-a-Lago or down to see Trump there. And he basically wanted to let him know that, hey, let's work together. And when Trudeau went down to do that, he's protecting China's interests. And Trump's saying Canada can become the 51st state if it can't handle tariffs, then so be it, right? We are better off, this is my opinion, I've lived in both countries, we are better off being under the United States of America with the Constitution, by the people, for the people, and the right to bear arms. The Crown land disappears, and Canadians could, and the housing market just collapses, because it just completely collapses. Now, could this be the preemptive thing we've been talking about here for years now? For the last 10 years on the channel? They're going to force us into a unified currency, Amero, then go digital and kick off bail-ins in 2024. New Amero dollar to be a reality in North America, looking to implement digital token by 2021, 8 years ago. Amero dollar to become reality if the West wants to compete with BRICS nations. So we've been talking about this Amero thing for a long time now on this channel. Could this be the preemptive discussion that kind of plants the seed here, right here, where we just become unified to compete against the BRICS nations? Is that what it is, folks? Very interesting, very, very interesting. In Canada to become the 51st state, or maybe the 51st and 52nd, according to a report by Fox News. Mr. Trump made a suggestion when demanding that Mr. Trudeau do more to curtail the illegal immigration and drug trafficking across America through its northern border. And we did. Let me just check this up. Let's see if the greatest threats, and we said Iraq, Trump won. Let me see. America, Canada is your biggest threat via migrants. U.S. open border myth. America in danger. So us warning you guys that America, your greatest threat. Wake up, America. Canada is your biggest security threat. Let's compare North Korea to Canada. So we have, look, immigrants are using Canada as a stepping stone to immigrate to the USA. Security threat 7 years ago. And yeah, that's something that's been a big problem here. We have sold out to the highest bidders. We deport other cultures from Canada, the European cultures, the predominantly Portuguese that I know of, and bring in people that are basically going to destroy our country and don't contribute to the country and work all our six-figure income government jobs. Our public sector is just too damn big in Canada. It's gonna fail. And if you guys say, well, Pierre Poilievre, if you guys and of course I can't spell the guy's name, and spell check doesn't know it either. He's not coming to save you, Canada. So he's not coming to save you. Remember, it's heel versus face, right? They're both up playing on the same team, and they're just putting on a show for you guys. Anyways, guys, America, Canada to become the 51st state. What do you guys think in the comments below? Oh, how I long an American takeover. It's been something that's been going on this channel for a very long time now. Not only that, I want to thank Junkyard Dog for sending me this article here for you guys tonight. Junkyard Dog is a regular, or he's a caller that calls in from time to time on Mike in the Night. Don't forget to join us every weekend for Mike in the Night. Thanks for watching, guys. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.